not be able to stay home, brother.
Yo, 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 yo. We are back at it. It is Tuesday night. This is probably going to be a quick show because I am still watching basketball game. But, wanted to do the show, wanted to keep with the format. We're going to get right into it. Let's start off with the case of the Waffle House as they double down on their position of the Shakisha Clemens arrest. That's the arrest where the young lady was thrown down to the floor by 3 officers, handcuffed, breasts exposed, and all this started because she wanted more utensils at the Waffle House where she was a customer, and they told her she would have to pay for it, which is just crazy. Utensils should come with your stuff, but then they, of course they had to dig deep. Well, they had liquor. They came in, had some liquor. We told them they couldn't bring that in, and then the altercation ensued. Here's my position. I've seen white people do some of the most outrageous stuff. Actually had a friend. She got arrested, called the cops all types of names, kicked at the cops when they gave her tickets, tore the tickets up and threw them in her face. At no point in my did I think that they would throw this white woman down and do anything else to her. And these were cops. But as shown in the video, you're not going to get that same type of response. You can be a kid, Tamir Rice. You can get shot. You can be a big man, Eric Gardner. Or you can be a little woman. Why don't we do this? Instead of all this nonsense and complaining and marching, just make one big statement. And that statement is, we not fucking with the Waffle House no more. And everybody in that town stops going to the Waffle House. Start off with all the black people. Then if you got some white friends, tell them, if I catch you eating in that Waffle House, through fucking with you, Becky, Gerald. Just shut shit down. I don't. A lot of times I don't understand all the additional hoopla. I mean, it may come up to a little money for an individual, and yes, they should be compensated for the way that they were treated. But we got to get to a point that the reason we lose all the time because we're not fighting the right fight, and we got to get to the point of screw the bullshit. You did it. Now we're gonna call you on it, and nobody's gonna support your business. Plain and simple. And another story, a local story. This has been bothering me since it happened. We had an attorney here in the Calumet City area, Rhonda Crawford, 46, just won a primary election and was heading to the general election. But she's the judge that people trying to make it seem more than it was. A judge she knows let her come into her court and preside over a couple of cases. Traffic cases, no major cases. But I'm sure this was inappropriate behavior. That judge was eventually found to be mentally incapable and suffering from early dementia, which could have led to her letting this young lady perform this. But I'm sure she was just trying to give her some insight into the justice system. But the powers that be took offense to this. And when I say the powers that be, the crooked people down in the Calumet City court system. I've seen some amazing things down there, especially if you own buildings and property in Calumet City. This is amazing to go down there and rarely see any white people with any issues. I went to court down there one day. There was a white couple. They whispered something in their ear. They got up and walked out. Left nothing but black folks and a white attorney who wasn't a judge but sat in the judge's seat. It was amazing to me. And she was passing judgment over cases. How is that different than this? Oh, the village elected her. You're the attorney for the village, which means you have bias. It's just an amazing system. So this young lady was found dead in her home. She was facing 5 years. I don't think she would have got 5 years for anything like this. They were trying to push it to maybe disbar her, take away her law license, take away her livelihood for presiding over 2 traffic cases. See, this is what happened to us. But they can do all types of scandalous, dirty stuff, and you'll still have people like, well, she was wrong. And yeah, she was wrong. I've seen much wronger stuff done down at that office than this. But when people are trying to stay in power, this is what they do. And we keep, why do we keep losing? Everything that happens seems to happen to us, and it's like we so much want to be included. I came across the story. I was looking at some Arsenio Hall, because I was like, why did they cancel Arsenio for the second time after Jay Leno came out and said, oh well, yeah, you've been renewed for a second season. They used the excuse that, yeah, he started strong, then the ratings weren't where they were supposed to be, and we had to cancel him. Which was very weird, because when I started looking at this graph here, I'm going to make it a little bigger for you. I'm trying this new format here. Let's see. We got Arsenio ranked at number 9 out of 13, meaning 4 shows worse than her. He is. Conan didn't get canceled. I don't even know what AA Midnight is, but I know what Chelsea Lately is, and Chelsea Lately didn't get canceled, and the Pete Holmes show didn't get canceled. But they used the excuse Arsenal's ratings weren't where we needed them to be, and so we canceled them. And this is what we get constantly when we think there's going to be some fairness when dealing with these people. The secret to success in this country is ownership. Ownership is the only thing that's going to allow you to build wealth and build your own community, where you don't have to depend on this type of nonsense where these people get to judge you every day, and they judge you every day. And if you're black, even the black kids, there was a story, and probably everybody missed it a few weeks ago, April 14th, a young man missed a school bus, decided that he was going to walk to school, got turned around, knocked on the door to try to get some directions. First, a lady came down, and she was screaming at him, and he couldn't understand why she was fussing and screaming at him. And then her husband came down and chased the young man with a gun, and it was all caught on camera. He fired a single shot from a 12-gauge shotgun, and lucky this was on camera, and the sheriff was able to arrest him. The man's name is Jeffrey Ziegler, 53, was charged with assault with intent to murder and possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony. The boy did nothing. He was a little 14-year-old freshman. But your president has allowed this culture from all his rallies where they were fighting and beating on black people. This culture has gotten completely out of hand, and these people are just on 10 now. It's like they're looking for opportunities to engage with black people. So I want all my black people to be safe out there. Do your best to stay out of trouble. And we're going to see you Thursday night on the No PC show. Love, peace, soul, We are out of here.
Step out of the car.
No, you don't have the right.
Step out of the car.
You do not have the right to do that.
I do have the right. Now step out or I will remove
I
you.
refuse to talk to you other than to identify myself.
Step out.